This podcast is part of the Big Heads Media Podcast Network. Go to bigheadsmedia.com for more great podcasts.
Some support for 3 Beers In comes from Manscaped. Hey, Cutter.
What's going on, Ross?
Remember that time you got kicked out of Star Tours at Disneyland because they thought you were smuggling Ewoks in your mankini?
No.
Oh. Well, never be embarrassed by your disgusting body ever again.
Well, lower body.
Yeah, because Manscaped has redesigned the electric trimmer. And you know what you're going to say? I'm worried it'll turn my man cabbage into a julienne salad. Well, have no fear. Their Lawnmower 2.0 has proprietary skin-safe technology, so this trimmer won't nick or snag your cashew. And Manscaped believes in always using the right tools for the job. You wouldn't use the same razor that you don't use on your face.
That you don't use on your face.
You wouldn't use the same razor that you don't use on your face on your butt Velcro, right? That's just nasty. Manscaped also has the Crop Preserver, an anti-chafing ball deodorant and a moisturizer. You already put deodorant on your armpits sometimes. Why are you not putting deodorant on the smelliest part of your body? Get 20% off and free shipping with the code BIGHEADS at manscaped.com. That's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com and use code BIGHEADS. Manscaped, the best in men's below-the-belt grooming. Precious engineered tools to turn your pubic zirconia into your family jewels.
There is a podcast no one asked for. A podcast you never knew you didn't want. 3 Beers In. This is the podcast.
I anticipate a deeply religious experience.
So everybody, welcome to another episode of 3 Beers In. This is Ross, and next to me is Cutter.
Heyo.
Mankini wearer himself.
Yeah.
Extraordinaire.
Mankini extraordinaire.
And new Manscaped owner.
Yeah.
And there's Joel.
He's there.
Yeah. And Clint.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey, and today, what are we drinking?
You
Cutter.
hear those jingle bells? Jingle, 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 jingle. Shiner Cheer. We're drinking some Shiner Holiday Cheer today, guys.
All right.
Twist off.
Twist off.
Oh, yeah.
When did they start doing green labels?
They do red, white, and green.
Yeah.
What?
You know,
Yeah.
because Christmas.
Okay. Let's crack them open.
Yeah.
It is turn?
Yeah, twist offs.
Ooh, easy twist.
Ooh.
Usually I
love
get a
it.
hand cut up.
That's a good smell.
Oh, it's always a good smell. But how does it taste?
Smells like Shiner. And cinnamon rolls.
I always get a lot of the apricot.
Peach.
Ooh.
Peachy on the nose, yeah.
When do these usually come in?
So much peach on the nose.
Like right after Oktoberfest season, like first part of October.
I think this is a good year, guys.
It is.
A lot of peach.
It's not as nutty as some of the years I've had.
Is it the same ingredients and style? Maybe they tweak it a little bit?
Yeah, they tweak
They
it every
tweak
year.
it every year. But typically it's peaches and pecans, traditionally.
I kind of want more
Oh,
pecan.
yeah, that's a lot of peach in
Or
there.
like a
Yep.
sugary pecan.
Like a
It is a little
candied
bit
pecan.
sweeter too, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I wanted it a little bit sweeter. I think the sweetness for me is from the peaches.
Oh, yeah.
I want sugar from like the...
Candied
like,
pecan.
Yeah, candied pecan. That's what I was thinking.
Their Frost Pack has a candied pecan porter, I
Ooh.
believe.
And what's in that?
There's a cherry black lager, candied pecan porter, and a Dortmunder lager.
They do have a Dortmunder.
That one is pretty good. When I was in Fort Worth, my brother-in-law, you guys might not know him, he bought the Frost Pack, and I think I drank all of the Dortmunders out of it.
I kind of wish the Shiner would still make their dunkleweizen. Their Dunkel was fantastic.
I wish they also made their Hefeweizen.
But
Yeah, you love their Hef.
I did love their Hefeweizen.
you're drinking their Dunkelweizen.
No,
Dunkelweizen.
it's their Dunkel with the peaches, but just the regular Dunkel. But yeah,
They don't make their Kolsch anymore, huh?
nope.
No, they don't.
Jeez.
They don't make a bunch of those.
Man.
That was the last.
But they do have IPAs now.
Sellouts.
We're pointing at a 10 that I bought there. What, 10 years ago?
10 years ago.
It was the last time that the Hefeweizen was being marketed. That's why I bought it. After they discontinued the Hefeweizen, they got rid of the Kolsch and the Dunkel, but it's their old top lids on there too. Now they have the Ram Horn. That one actually says whatever you're drinking up on top there too.
Yeah.
So out of those,
Well, this says Shiner
This
Cheer.
one actually says cheer on it.
It does.
That's crazy.
Shiner Holiday Cheer.
Well, it's seasonal, so I guess maybe.
This is an interesting beer. The peaches come through really strong.
They do.
But it doesn't like linger or anything. There's no lingering.
It's not like sickly sweet.
Yeah.
Is that what you're
Yeah,
trying to
I think
like,
so.
yeah.
And I think the pecans come through and
syrupy
kind of
kinda-
cut it maybe a little bit. I think by the third one we'll think that it's too sweet. But right now,
The
I don't
palate's
hate
really
it.
dry.
Yeah.
Are you getting like a metallic or metal taste at the end of it? Kind of got like a drying out of the tongue
I
a little
wouldn't
bit.
say.
I think that's the dryness.
It's the dryness.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I wouldn't say metallic, but dry. Yeah, so it dries out pretty quickly on the tongue.
Interesting.
What's the ABV on this?
5.4, I believe,
That's higher than I was expecting. For some reason, I had it
Yeah.
4.7 in my head. 5.4, yeah.
because you were drinking Guinness.
Yep, probably. The old 4.7.
So would this be part of the 3 to Guinness?
No.
From Shiner to Guinness?
This would not be.
No, you couldn't. Yeah. No. But that candied pecan porter might be.
Yes.
I can see that, yeah.
So it's 3 beers between what? Any light beer to Guinness?
No, it's just 3 dark beers to
There are,
Guinness.
there are no
three
rules.
beers to Guinness.
Oh, you can do
Yeah,
3 beers to Guinness?
Well, from Shiner. It's like Shiner would be your first one. Then you'd have...
So are
3
there
more?
3 in the middle?
Yeah, that's what I was
So-
asking.
Or is
it
Shiner the
3?
first?
Shiner's the first, then you would do
2 more.
1, 2, and then
And then
Guinness.
And then a Guinness,
Yeah.
okay.
Oh, I thought you were starting with like something basic, like a Bud Light.
Yeah, like
Get
No,
someone from
Shiner
Bud Light.
Bock.
Shiner Bock. It's fairly basic.
Yeah, Shiner
But
Bock
are there going
is.
to be a lot of overlap between people who are, from what it sounds like you guys say, like they wouldn't drink that if they're strictly Coors?
Oh, my
drinkers and
my
stuff.
boss wouldn't
Bud
drink
Light,
Shiner
yeah.
Bock. It's too dark.
Yeah.
He won't even go. No dark
Too
beers.
dark.
No,
No
it
dark
all
beers.
started because one of my buddies, like I ordered a Guinness at a bar, and he's like, "Oh, I would never drink Guinness. It's like it's way too heavy." And I was
Nah,
like, "I can
it's
get
not
you
that
from
heavy.
your Shiner Bock that you're drinking to Guinness very easily."
A couple of years ago, I might have thought that Guinness was heavy, but now it's like, it's not that heavy.
No,
No, it's not. Not at all.
it's creamy. It's like, so it has that thought of being heavy.
It
It's
also
really-
has the dryness to it, so it doesn't linger. So you're not sick as you're taking another sip, much like this.
Do I like a dark beer more than I like Guinness? That's the question.
Just a random dark beer.
Well, like, I'm just trying to
Convict Hill.
There's so many.
think. No,
No?
I think I still like Guinness more.
porter culture.
Really?
No, definitely not porter culture.
Bill Pickett.
Bill Pickett.
Bill Pickett Porter.
I built it. It's solid. We did the King Grackle last.
What was that
I
porter?
didn't- oh,
I wish you guys a
I
porter
like
earlier
the
this
King
week, right?
Grackle.
That was really good.
Bill
Which-
Pickett's a lot better.
Yeah.
Bill Pickett's so good, though.
Which Texas Beer Company is participating in the Hops for Houses.
Oh, the charity
guys-
event?
yeah.
Yeah.
I did see that.
Yeah.
That's on Leap Day, right?
It is.
When is
February
Hop for-
29th.
Yeah, when is Hops for Houses? February.
Saturday,
February
February 29th.
Nice.
We'll get into it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I really like Shiner Cheer this year, guys. Sorry.
Did
You
you
not
did you
normally
not
like it?
like it in
I didn't like
previous
it
years?
last year.
I don't think
It
I-
left a taste in my mouth that I did not. It was maybe more bitter.
Yeah, I think you're right because I think there was a bunch in my sister's fridge. You guys probably don't know my sister. In her
Is
fridge.
that Henry's mom?
Yeah, yeah. You guys know Henry.
I would like that if that was the reference. Oh, Henry's mom.
Henry's mom.
my nephew Henry. Yeah, but yeah, they had a 12-pack in their fridge for the longest time, and I just avoided it because in previous years I've had it and not that great.
I want
don't
to
know.
say the 13 vintage was phenomenal.
Yeah.
One of the first years that they did it, but it was so good. 15 was also pretty decent, but the last few years have been
I know that Chance hates it, and maybe
Always?
that's why he isn't here tonight.
Does he always hate it?
I believe so. I thought he used to like it a lot, but then he was up here and we suggested Cheer, and he was like, "Ugh, I hate Cheer." It's like, what? Since when? I thought you loved it. Anyway.
Chance.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Better bring it.
Oh, it's already been brought.
But yes, for one for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One, so one for me as well.
So far,
Most Shiners are ones
we're
for
not.
me.
We're
But
like
yeah,
one beer in, half a beer in.
that's one.
Did you ever try any of their IPAs?
I think I had the Wild Ram or what is
The Wicked Ram.
Wicked Ram. Yeah, I didn't like that.
I've had.
Wait, Shiner made an IPA?
They have a
They
couple.
have 2.
Really?
They got 2 year-round IPAs.
Yeah.
And then do they have a
does it-
seasonal one or?
They have a seasonal one. They had the Wicked Ram, which was last year.
Wicked Ram. What's their other one? What's
The
their
juicy,
Wicked-
Yeah.
Wicked Juicy,
is it? Yeah, that sounds right.
and then the Day Quencher.
Day Quencher. Yeah, I did. I liked the first time I had it. I hated it, but then I got used to it. And
I
it's not
bought
bad.
I bought the Wicked Juicy,
Got a bunch of
the
mosaic in that one.
pineapple
But
and coconut.
yeah, that one sounded better, but I
was
never had that.
When you think of an IPA and you hear tropical fruits, you think that that's really going to be the shine of it. And say, oh, hey, there's going to be a little bit of coconut. This was more coconut.
Yeah.
So it was like,
Okay.
all right, it was like an earthy IPA. Like it wasn't bitter, but it was like toasted coconut with a little bit. Like I don't think they added much pineapple at all, but it was mostly from the hops. So it was there.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like overpowering. It was just like a lot of like coconut, like toasted coconut is what it tasted like to me.
I might like that.
It was odd. It was malty. It was much more malty. I'd
Good.
say. But
That's the
it
thing
was
about
a strange IPA.
that's the thing about Shiner making IPAs, like because they're a German brewery.
Right.
So it's like-
They lager most of their stuff. They've
Yeah.
always lagered most of
Yeah.
their stuff.
I mean, the Bach is like their number one selling.
Oh yeah.
I mean, year round, that's what they have.
That's what I've always loved about Shiner. It's like their Bach is their number one seller.
Yeah.
And it's one of those like styles. It's like most people
No,
just
yeah,
like, who else
Where
makes
are
a
you
Bach?
gonna get a Ziegenbach?
Yep.
But yeah,
They started making it just simply because Shiner's was so
yeah,
popular.
yeah.
Well, it's not threatening, right? It's not like super mainstream like a light beer, but it's also not like too crazy. We're like drinking
Yeah.
some super craft. There's a lot of flavor. Where you're like, oh man, I don't know if I even want to try that.
No, it's like middle of the road sort
Yeah.
of thing. Yeah, it's not anything that'll take you out of your comfort zone. Really,
Right.
nothing to be afraid of.
Most people that drink like your Bud Lights, Coors Lights, like Shiner Bach, like the color of it is what usually throws them off. It's like, that's way too dark. Like, what do you mean it's dark? Like, do you have,
Drink it.
you don't even know, man.
Yeah, it doesn't taste dark.
It's like a 2 on the spectrum.
Yeah, really.
Technically 18 out of 40.
And it's got that, probably because it's got that Shiner finish, like this does, which they're all.
It's masked by the flavor, but it's like it's still there.
You know
Yeah.
what it is? They're probably like, it's in a bottle. How am I supposed
dry.
How am I supposed to shotgun that?
Well, they have them in cans now.
They do have them in cans now.
Box
Joel.
of box.
trying to make
which,
a point that they just
Which I
down
was
beers.
reading. Yeah, no, you're right. Which I was reading, the Shiner Cheer is in cans, but I haven't seen it anywhere in cans.
I saw it last year in cans. I haven't seen it this year in cans yet.
Okay.
But I don't know.
Their website said it was available in cans.
I do believe
Also,
it.
kegs probably, I'm sure. Well, I'm sure it's in kegs.
I'm sure it's in cans.
Yeah.
Keg Christmas parties.
Well, I'm just thinking like distributing to bars and stuff. But yeah, I'm sure you can go down to where Cutter works and get a keg of Shiner Cheer.
Is there
Possible.
Is there anywhere in Austin now that I have a flying saucer you can go where you can get like maybe not 100 and something or 200 beers, but like a good variety of like beers that aren't
Brass
homebrewing?
Tap.
Brass Tap's
Tap.
pretty
Yeah.
decent.
Brass Tap. Okay.
Although, if you go to the Brass Tap in the Domain, it's like, why not
Oh.
just go down to the 5.8?
Is
The Yard House at the Domain.
is
Decent selection.
Ginger Man still open
no,
downtown?
No.
they
No,
closed that
closed
one,
it.
right? Yeah.
Oh man.
They were going to build one in the side of my building, but they pulled out too.
Yeah, I heard they were planning on opening one,
That was
but then
disappointing.
they moved or they had to change
They pull out
plans or
game
something.
strong, unlike Clint and I.
We need another Poke Bowl place.
Oh, jeez. Yeah. Tony will fight you about that. He hates that shit.
No, he won't. He's
Oh, he doesn't like.
Bowl?
He doesn't like them.
No.
I've never had one. I don't know.
Well, if he ever shows up, he'll fight you about it. But yeah, it's Hawaiian fish, whatever. I don't know.
It's basically like deconstructed sushi, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
I thought it
yeah.
would be.
Yeah, basically.
I choose you, spicy tuna. I don't know.
I prefer the Magikarp.
I'm not. Oh, that Gyarados.
Gyarados 2020.
Thought you were part of the Yang Gang.
I am part of the Yang Gang. You want to talk about Yang right now?
Hey, so Shiner Cheer.
Made in the Spoetzl Brewery.
There you go. How did you know?
Andrew Yang drinks Shiner Cheer.
I'd like to think he did.
Well, he's got my vote.
Vote Andrew Yang.
So you can work for that flavor.
Hashtag work for the flavor.
So the Shiner Cheer is a dunkleweizen.
Is it?
Dunkelweizen.
5.4%.
Oh.
And 22
Wait,
IBUs.
not a dunkel, it's a dunkel?
Dunkelweizen.
Or is that the
Dunkelweizen.
right way to say
If you're going to
dunkelweizen?
be... Yeah.
Oh,
Dunkelweizen.
dunkelweizen.
That's how I'm going to try to say it the whole...
Say it all American.
Dunkel?
Dunkel.
So it's a Bavarian style dark wheat ale brewed with Texas peaches and roasted pecans and with natural flavor and caramel color.
Do you know how to say dark wheat ale in German?
Fuck you, Cutter.
Dunkelweizen.
Oh, no, sorry. Fuck you, cooler.
That'll work.
I like that.
So the malty flavors are enhanced through the use of malted barley and wheat, and krausening ensures a smoothness that makes the subtle peach and pecan flavors all more satisfying.
What is that word?
Krausening?
Yeah.
Krausening is when you're brewing and the yeast comes up, and the height of the yeast, you scoop off the top.
And you use that to carbonate your beer without adding sugar.
No, that's
Oh.
no, that's christening.
Oh, okay.
Is there still?
Oh, no, wait.
Because there's still
I'm thinking of circumcision.
Yeah.
because there's still yeast in that, right? Not the circumcision, but the
Yeah, no, that's it's all yeast.
Although there could be, you never know. So it's all off the top they cut it.
Yeah, it gets cloudy and foamy up at the top. And you scoop all that off. So, Shiner Holiday Cheer for beer lovers and novices alike. Its arrival in stores and on bar taps mean the holiday season has started.
Bah humbug.
They arrive on shelves in early October, and some stores are lucky to have enough around come Christmas Day.
If it makes it to Christmas,
Yeah.
like, it's surprising.
Yeah. Its caramel, pecan, and peach notes remind many Texans of the desserts their aunts, grandmas, and mothers put on the table during the Thanksgiving and Christmas seasons, but in a convenient, bottled alcoholic form.
Yes.
For reasons of commercial sensitivity, Shiner doesn't reveal sales stats, but confirmed that because of Holiday Cheer's popularity, it's closing in on a decade of being the brewery's most popular seasonal.
Word to your moms.
Definitely.
I came to drop bombs.
Word to your mom's fruitcake, because that's what it is.
The thing, I don't know, I might have cut it out, but so Dunkelweizen is the dark version of a Hef, pretty much.
Yep.
So, actually,
How do you
the
get it?
Dunkelweizen came first because they had dark beers, and then the trend went to light beers, and then they made the Hef.
Is the malt what makes it darker? Or
Yeah. There's roasted and caramel malts in it. But somebody said that drinking a Hef is like trail mix, and then drinking a Dunkelweizen is like eating fruitcake.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah,
Yeah.
I can see it.
So I think someone also said drinking a Hef is like a banana in the tailpipe.
Yes, I think somebody did say that. I have to rewind a little bit.
I think it was Eddie Murphy.
Speaking of dark beer, bringing it back. Speaking of dark beer, I bought some of the Guinness lactose or the milk stout.
What?
It's
The Guinness
Amy
lactose?
can't drink it.
the
Yeah,
Guinness, the
she
Guinness milk stout.
The lactose
Oh,
just works so
Guinness
well.
made a milk stout?
Yeah.
It fucks the whole thing
I'm
up, doesn't it?
confused because literally all over the can, they market it this way that it was brewed in Baltimore.
Huh.
I will tell you, I didn't enjoy it. I haven't untapped it yet because I'm saving it for like a new
Question
beer Thursday.
about Guinness. Is Guinness already nitro?
No,
No.
Some of them are. The cans are.
But did they come with the nitro tablet?
Yeah.
So most nitro
Whoa.
stouts, right, will pour like a Guinness, right? Once you add the nitro in, but like without it, they don't really pour like a Guinness.
What?
When you pour a Convict Hill, it doesn't pour like a Guinness pours.
Right.
That's not strictly nitro, though. We've had stouts that we've poured that do that.
That separate like that? That
Yeah.
have that weird separation thing?
Yeah, I love when that happens. It's amazing.
Typically, that's going to be a pretty
It
good
looks
stout.
delicious. Yeah.
Anyway, that was my whole question. Sorry.
But yeah,
I just wanted to know if Guinness on tap was typically already nitro.
possibly because the nitro doesn't dissolve as readily as the CO2 into the beer, so maybe that's it.
Is that why it makes
Also-
that crazy effect?
No. Well, maybe more readily, more every time you pour it. I don't know. But
Typically, the
nitro
bubbles are
smaller.
smaller bubbles.
tighter together.
Yeah, more creaminess.
Yeah,
in the head.
it gives it the illusion of more creaminess.
Yeah.
Even though the beer itself isn't
It looks more
uniform.
Cloud-like?
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah. So a little bit about Dunkels or Dunkelweizens.
You said Dunkel.
I did because that was the.
You can't take that shit back.
Want to bet? He's the editor.
We'll see. So Dunkel means dark. Weizen means wheat. So it makes sense that Dunkelweizen, traditionally Southern German beer, is rather dark and wheaty.
Hey, Cutter, didn't you say that earlier?
I did say that
I don't
earlier.
remember
He said,
that.
how do you say...
You know what's even more impressive?
Well, this is for Joel because he wasn't listening then.
Yeah.
You know what's even more impressive? I didn't even read that on a label.
Ooh.
Have you read this label yet? Anyway, so Dunkelweizens contain hints of vanilla, banana, apple, clove, and nutmeg.
That's
use
that's
it-
like a fruit pie.
Yeah, they use a fair
Fruit
amount.
cake.
There you go. Use a fair amount of roasted malts, which gives the beer its dark appearance and smooth flavor, as we talked about earlier. It should be poured into a tall, rounded glass with plenty of room for the head. I'm not getting a whole lot of head on these, though.
I didn't get a whole lot of head in it either.
When you did your hard pour
a little
yeah,
bit, it comes up.
but you shouldn't. Anyway.
You shouldn't do that.
Okay, I won't. Although we commonly think of Hefs when we think of German beer, historically the Dunkelweizen was more popular. The Hef only became more common at the end of the 19th century when technological advancements made the lighter beer easier to brew. But don't confuse Dunkelweizens, an ale, with a Dunkellager, also called Munich Dunkel, because, as we said, Dunkel simply means dark.
Does Munich mean anything, or just?
But it's not
It's a city?
No, Munich's just just a city. But it's not a stretch to think of a Dunkelweizen as a cross between a Hef and a Munich Dunkel. The style displays characteristics of both.
Okay.
How's it going, Cutter?
It's going, Ross.
Good.
Everybody still liking this Shiner Cheer?
Yeah, it's still good.
I'm
Yeah.
digging it. Like to try it with some foods. I don't know how to eat it with.
Well,
It's a good beer that goes well with
Chocolate covered strawberries.
Well, you don't know what to eat it with. It's a great match for traditional German food,
Like a bratwurst.
especially the pork dishes. Yeah,
Nice.
pork brat.
that sounds
Salty roasted pork or pork sausages play off the sweetness of the beer. Dunkelweizens with more noticeable clove flavors are a perfect complement to ham, which I didn't think about that until I read
That's
that.
pretty good, yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah. I love ham. Turkey sucks.
You know who has good turkey? Rudy's.
Yes.
Rudy's
Yeah?
Barbecue's got some
I've
pretty
never-
solid turkey.
I just can't
typically-
I can't pass up the brisket, man.
I know. Their moist brisket is
Oh, you and
fantastic.
your fatty briskets. Nasty.
Yeah. Is their turkey dry?
No.
No,
it's not.
It's not.
No.
Their turkey's
And
very
that's the
moist.
thing.
Okay.
That's why
They
it's
like
good.
inject it, right?
Yeah.
Or,
Do
with
they?
Flavor. I
Is that
think
how they do it? They inject it to keep it moist?
Well, I don't know. About
They blend
keep it
some turkeys
moist,
together
but-
and they.
No, they slice it. It's good turkey.
That's good turkey.
Are they open on Christmas?
That I don't
Don't
know.
know.
No, I'm pretty sure they aren't. They
Soulless Corporation.
they are sort of, but
We're
they're
a
also
gas station.
they're also religious as well. So
They're also a gas station.
Like Chick-fil-A.
they're also mighty fine.
Are they really?
Yeah.
That
well,
makes
Son
if,
of a bitch.
if you look at the
That
way you
makes
order
sense.
at Rudy's,
Yeah.
and then the way you order at Mighty Fine,
That does make sense.
That makes
exactly the
sense.
same.
Son of a motherfucker.
Except Mighty Fine isn't in a gas station.
The one thing I would say about Mighty Fine, I hate their chili dogs.
I've never gotten a hot
me
dog
rephrase.
there.
I've never
Let
gone to
me-
Mighty Fine and been like, let me try that chili dog.
Let me rephrase.
I might try one
Let me
next time. I
rephrase.
hate their
It's
burgers.
delicious.
It's called a chili dog.
It's delicious, but they chop up the dog,
What?
and so it's like part of the chili.
No.
No.
It's like blasphemy all over.
The only
Although,
thing that
to
could
be
make it
fair,
worse.
When
To
you
be
eat a
fair.
chili,
To be fair.
when you eat a chili dog, you do cut bites off yourself.
Well, yeah, with your teeth.
But that is my
2 cents.
job.
Okay. Yeah, that's right.
Don't you cut up my hot dog before I decide what kind of bites I'm
The only thing
taking.
that could make it worse is to add beans.
Oh, fucking beans.
I like beans.
Beans?
Chili.
But not on a hot dog.
As a
Definitely not on a hot dog.
You can disagree all the,
Oh,
all
but
the,
you
all
Be
the time you
wrong
want.
over there
Yeah.
all the fuck you want.
Maybe not on a
Cutter.
hot dog, but when I think of chili, people talk about it's meat. I grew up
If
with it
you're-
just being beans.
Well, I mean, because
I mean, there's motherfuckers that have money they can put meat in their fucking chili. Fuck you. Beans. Beans are cheap.
all right, Mr. Olstein.
Oh, I get meat and beans. I do both. Best of both
Oh,
worlds.
look at you.
I even put corn in there. So
What the fuck is wrong with
Kansas.
you? Kansas.
Yeah.
Fuckers.
Well, they have so much corn. They have to do something with it.
Put it in your chili. What the fuck? You're an animal.
No one
Sit on one. Eat
I got
it.
a chili cook off tomorrow that I got to take my.
You're
chili
gonna put
to.
corn in your goddamn chili for that?
Goddamn
Wait, you
right I
made
am.
chili?
You're gonna lose.
I'm going to make chili. So
Fire
yeah.
ants.
You're going to
That's
lose.
when I just cussed like 2 minutes ago. It was because I remembered I had to. It's like, oh, I open tomorrow. Fuck, I gotta go home and make chili because I'm not getting up at 5 a.m. to make chili.
Isn't chili an all day thing?
No.
No, not really. You put it in a crock pot.
You're right. Yeah.
The trick is to undercook the onions because everybody's going to get to know each other in the pot.
It's probably the thing I do best.
It's true.
So are you all out of Brooklyn Nine-Nine? Are you caught up to date on
I'm
that?
not 100% up to on
okay.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine, but someone really insists. You mentioned Letterkenny a bunch of times.
Well, I mean, it was a big part of an episode that we did.
It's like, but then
Up Too Late with
The
Ross
fuck are
and
y'all
Cutter.
talking about?
Letterkenny.
I don't know what that is.
Canadian
and then
TV
I heard it
show.
about three more
fuck that.
times about 2 weeks ago, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to watch an episode.
Oh, so when other people tell you.
No, it's like when multiple people tell me, it's like, you would
More
really like this
importantly,
show. I was like, I'll check
have you
it out.
watched Big Mouth?
I mean, I watched a little bit that I was at your house.
Yeah.
Oh
it's
my
pretty funny.
gosh.
Is Brooklyn Nine? I liked the first.
come
I think I
on.
watched 6 or 7 episodes of
Give a
Brooklyn
fuck
Nine-Nine.
about Andy Samberg can suck a dick. I don't know.
Whoa.
But no, it's like, Leah likes Letterkenny,
Well,
so I can
first
get away
you
with
cut a
watching
hole in the box. And then-
Yeah.
What's step 2?
wait, no, that's
That
step two,
is
right?
step
Yeah. First you get a box. And then you cut a hole in it.
And then step 3 is put your dick in the box.
There you go.
Junk in the box, isn't it? Put your junk in the box.
No, dick in the box.
No, the name of the song is "Junk in the" or "Dick in the Box." But
Yeah.
don't put your.
Oh, put your junk in that box.
Yeah.
Well, when you say junk, I think of like all of it, like
Right.
getting the balls over the lip there.
Yep.
I mean, I guess that's the only way to keep the box on
Yeah.
without holding it. Yeah. Keep it
Unless
secured.
you had a really good tight fit.
I mean, that's how you get the tight fit.
I don't know. Does that cut off circulation?
Yeah, it probably.
Or is it like a
You
cock
have to
ring?
When they're spitting that box,
You have to
I would
suffer
never do
for
that
it.
with a cardboard box. Like,
Never. No. I'd need like an adapter, like a collar, like
What do they call it? A washer? Like
Yeah,
a,
well-
a divider?
Like a
washer
a
wouldn't
washer,
work,
with, or not a washer, but like something with some ball bearings.
Yeah.
that's exactly what I was thinking. It was like there's gonna be some sort of ball bearing in there.
You can put lubricant in there. In
well,
between. Yeah, obviously.
the box is just gonna.
Yeah, but then the box is just gonna fall
Fall apart,
apart.
yeah.
So,
No. Yeah, you just need.
just suffer for your art, I guess.
How long do you need the box though? For a day? Like half a day?
It's on a sea-doo.
Well, yeah, nobody's gonna like it if it just falls off in the middle of your performance.
Pain,
it's just
pain
your
is
junk.
beauty,
Then you're a
guys. Pain is
pervert.
beauty.
There you go.
Then you're just a pervert.
Yeah. Then you just got your dick out. Nobody
Yeah.
wants that.
They'd rather have it in a box.
Yeah. Shave it
Anyway,
up.
so Shiner.
There you go. I hope they like this episode.
When was the last time you guys went to
Hashtag
Shiner?
Yang Gang 2020.
Never.
Well,
You've never been to Shiner?
Again, never. No. Since the last time
Since
we
the last
talked,
time we've talked.
Yeah,
we
no.
need to go to Shiners at some point.
they're open on Saturdays.
Clint, Amy,
They're
and
not?
Tony
They
are.
Oh, they are now.
Yeah, they are.
It's be too crowded.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, yeah,
It
I'd imagine.
probably would
March, my birthday. We're going to Shiner.
be. All right.
If there's something else that gets planned in March, I swear to God.
How many things are
What is getting planned in March?
Huh? My brother's bachelor party is the first weekend in March.
You know what I say?
Well, you grew up with him. You don't
I
need
thought you
to
already
spend more
had
time
that.
with him.
When is he getting married?
No, I had my bachelor party.
Yeah.
I thought
when,
he-
when are you
No.
getting me
Cutter. Fuck him.
with the corn?
So 2 weeks after that,
Elvis?
I'm going to Elvis's wedding in Cancun.
Fuck him too.
Jeez.
He asked me to be his officiant. So I was like,
down there?
Why did he ask you to be his?
because he's retarded.
Yeah.
All right, so you're saying we can't go to Shiner for my birthday?
No,
Fuck you, Cutter. We're going to Shiner for my birthday, and Cutter's not invited.
I haven't
How about that?
I haven't decided if I'm going to Nashville yet.
You just want that hot chicken that much, man?
No, that's where my brother's bachelor party is.
Oh.
Why?
Because he spun a wheel and
Does
that's
he
what
live
came
there?
up
Oh.
or something. He's like, I've always wanted to go there.
Why the fuck was that on a wheel?
Can I go? Can I just show up?
Why was that even an option?
Cutter, what are you doing here?
Blade, what the fuck?
Joel, you like golfing, right?
Blade, because you... No,
I'll
you
enjoy
didn't.
it. I'll enjoy it.
You know what?
But then I have my child that's due after I come back from there, and then I've got my brother's wedding.
Let's not talk about our past
Well,
mistakes.
look. Cutter, the reality of the situation is 50% of marriages don't last. And then best friends, they last forever.
And I think a great philosopher once said that. Who was that? Oh yeah, the Spice Girls.
There you go.
It's true. True story.
So you got to decide which wedding,
I'm
which
just saying,
marriage is going to last.
I've been with you longer than your wife.
That's true. There's that.
Or future wife, whatever.
I'd like to think
Yeah.
the one that you officiate might not be the one that goes the distance.
Yeah.
For Cutter, yeah. That's
You heard it here
probably-
first, guys. You heard it here first.
Yeah.
He's going to officiate a wedding before
Cursed.
he's in one.
Cursed from the very beginning. So Shiner, their founder, was born in Bavaria, Cosmos
Nice.
Spoetzl.
Mm-hmm.
His passion for beer carried him as far as Egypt, but before arriving in tiny Shiner, Texas.
Wait, stop. Egypt.
Yeah, that's it. I don't know.
What the fuck does beer have to do with Egypt?
This is nothing with this.
Just
With this beer.
no, it's about Cosmo.
But you said his passion for beer took him to Egypt.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Why?
I can
They-
guarantee you.
well, they
Cosmo never.
They had
He
beer
never
in
brewed
ancient
this beer.
Egypt.
No, he never brewed this beer. But I'm just trying to figure out, like, what the fuck does Egypt have to do with his passion for beer?
Maybe if you shut up and listen to the story.
Ross just said he has no answer for
Yeah,
me.
no.
Ross, you just told us shut up and listen to the story.
Yeah, there you
Does
go.
it say what he does in Egypt?
Can't we do both? He lived in Egypt for a little bit.
I don't think it was tied to his
Egypt,
passion for
Texas.
Ah.
Actually, no, not Egypt.
Yeah, I know.
Texas.
There's not an Egypt thing.
Is that like next?
Are you sure?
How the fuck do you know Kansas, boy?
Is that next to Paris, Texas?
Yeah.
Or-
Yeah.
No, but
There's an Italy.
I don't think his
it really?
passion for beer was
Yeah.
connected to his time in Egypt.
I don't know.
You don't know that.
Yeah.
I'm speculating that it wasn't.
Maybe he's studying astronomy.
Speculating a lot.
Tell me the best beer out of Egypt.
Pyramid.
Pyramid?
Huh? Yeah, there you go.
Anyway,
Maybe you should shut up and think about it.
Aliens. So, yeah, tiny Shiner, Texas.
there's
There
no
he-
way they moved those stones.
They engineered it so perfectly, and now you're just gonna throw all their engineering and know-how out the window and say it was aliens.
Fucking aliens.
Actually, I found out this week that they looked a lot different than what we thought. What they look like now.
The aliens?
Egyptians.
No, the pyramids.
Oh, the pyramid.
They put a photo up, and it was they looked more like salt white,
Yeah,
and like more symmetrical, not block blocks.
yeah. They were smooth,
bricks.
and they had a
And then
gold,
the gold
cap on the top.
and then people were debating on the gold cap. They're like, "Yeah, it was a solid gold," and then other people were like, "No, it's gold foil," and then all this.
Plated?
Yeah, it's really
Yeah.
funny.
Well, that's not gonna last.
Yeah.
No.
That's the
No.
first thing they're gonna steal.
Yeah.
The aliens.
Yeah,
They're gonna
exactly.
steal the gold.
Because it's so ductile that you can just pound it out flat.
Oh, yeah.
So how did Cosmo end up in Texas?
Yeah.
Did he?
The people in Egypt told him to go
Go
there.
to Texas.
And there he purchased the town brewery.
They were like, we don't have beer here. Just go to Texas.
That's what. Yes.
Yes.
The aliens came down and they
Yes.
said, no.
Is that how everyone ends up in Texas? Just where should I go?
Or you just
Texas
born
is the
here.
best place in the world.
Yeah.
Goddamn
They
right
know.
it is.
Yeah. And
Right, Cutter?
Goddamn right.
So he purchased the town's brewery and became Shiner's first official brewmaster, a post he held for nearly half a century. In 1909, the residents of Shiner, Texas didn't start
Revolted.
Wait. So he bought the brewery that already
This
existed?
isn't Mad
There was a brewery. Yeah.
Okay.
In 1909, the residents of Shiner, Texas didn't strike gold. They struck water. And shortly thereafter, they learned that they could turn that water into some pretty tasty beer.
Golden beer.
They still brew every drop of Shiner with the same artesian well water. So, yeah. And in the 1970s, Shiner beer's reputation began to spread beyond the town of Shiner, eventually rising to fame in the cosmic cowboy capital of Austin, Texas. There, in venues like the Armadillo World Headquarters, an eclectic group of hippies and rednecks enjoyed Shiner for just $3 a glass.
Oh, shit.
The beer was a hit and a sign of things to come, as Shiner would soon be enjoyed by drinkers across the country. Today, Spoetzl Brewery is a far cry from the old tin shed where Shiner first flowed back in 1909.
I bet it was better back then.
I bet it was too. I bet it was a lot less consistent, but I bet
Or
it was
worse.
still better.
They think their founder, Cosmos, would probably be amazed at their state-of-the-art brew house. He'd also be happy to know they still brew every drop of Shiner right in Shiner, Texas.
They got bought
Also-
out by a billionaire a couple decades ago in the 70s.
No,
80s?
they're family. Well, they're family owned. They're still independent and family
Oh, really?
owned.
Because when Clint and I went, they said something about a billionaire that had bought them out.
Yeah. Well, maybe they bought. I
Or,
don't know.
I don't know if that meant bought out in the sense of like they bought the brewery or they invested.
Maybe, I don't know. Well, the Gambrinus company owns them, which their
Gambino?
Gambrinus, which their family, the Shiner family, owns Gambrinus, which produces Shiner and Tumor.
I hear they're pretty childish.
Trumer.
It's not a Tuma.
I know, it's Trumer. Trumer pills.
Yeah, which they just make pills.
They make them in two different breweries, though. They make them one in...
Is it Czechoslovakia or
I want to say
Germany?
it's Czech.
Yeah.
And then there are other breweries in California,
Yeah, California.
which I find is
Odd.
odd.
Yeah. Just
But then the people in Shiner own those two breweries.
And it's actually Gambrinus is located, I believe, in San Antonio. I think is where their headquarters is.
That doesn't surprise me.
Nah, but
What beers do they have like other breweries that they
one
distribute or
Trumer,
own?
two.
Oh, okay.
Trumer,
What's the other song?
It's not
You
a
said one.
Trumer.
Shiner.
Oh, okay.
Well, I mean,
Could have made it sound like it's two other
well,
ones.
no. Trumer is produced in California and
different
in
places,
and
yeah.
Is it Austria or is it Czech?
I don't think it's. Well, it might be Austria.
Check yourself.
Before you wreck yourself.
That's the name of it. Czech pills.
Clint's favorite type of pills.
Least favorite type.
All that.
Oh, my
sauce.
bad.
He
Fucking
loves that
sauce
sauce.
hops.
California. Oh wait, that's
West Virginia.
Salzburg, Austria. Yeah,
You're welcome, world.
Why did they do two places?
because
They were originally
yeah.
based there, and I think they expanded, and then they
Oh.
got bought out.
easier to distribute to America, I guess.
Yes.
yes.
That's interesting. I wonder why they just decided to buy that brand. I've seen them around.
Same reason that Guinness is producing
sale and
beer in
popular.
Baltimore.
Yeah.
No, that's because Baltimore.
No,
is
I'm saying why
basically
the company that
the U.S.
owns-
version of Ireland.
I was saying the company that owns Shire.
There's a strong Irish population in Baltimore. Irish heritage.
Are you smoking pot?
No,
That's the last place I would think.
Dropkick Murphys.
Aren't they from Boston?
Boston.
Oh shit, Baltimore. Yeah, you're
The only
right.
people from Baltimore is Omar from The Wire.
Oh yeah.
It's like, are you
Oh, and
fucking
Edward
high
Norton.
right now?
I guess so, because I totally was thinking of Boston.
Yeah. Really.
Dropkick Murphys.
I'm sure that whole area has a lot of Irish people.
What I
that-
know about Baltimore,
Not Irish.
it's not Irish.
And the Falcons suck. Oh, I'm so
Yeah.
mad about. Ugh.
They do.
Oh, that's Atlanta. God damn it.
Yeah.
Ravens.
I agree.
The Ravens are doing pretty
Fucking
well.
Ravens.
No, yeah.
Fucking high.
Fucking
Mark
hate the
Ingram, come on.
Wait, that's Teddy Bridgewater?
no.
The fuck?
Who's the quarterback right now for Ravens?
Ravens? It's
Jackson.
Jackson.
Yeah,
Lamar
Lamar
Jackson.
Lamar. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Are all of y'all fucking high right
Yes. Yes, we are.
No, what?
Ross
I
is
don't
like,
know what.
Don't
I'm not
look
with
me
these people.
Yeah. What do you mean these people?
Fucking Southies.
Yeah, that's a Baltimore accent right there.
That's
right?
terrible Baltimore accent.
A Baltimore accent? The fuck is a Baltimore accent?
I have no
Not
idea.
really.
Nobody knows.
Yeah, no.
Why? Because fuck Baltimore.
Well, I've watched 5 seasons of The Wire, so
Is that based in Baltimore?
yeah, that's Baltimore.
Are you sure it wasn't Boston?
Yes, I'm sure.
Oh, it's totally. So
Jesus
I was looking at somebody who was saying what else to watch, like what shows to watch.
Yeah.
The Wire was up there.
Yeah,
bunch of
Wire's
stuff.
good.
There's a bunch of stuff that I haven't even heard of.
Sopranos.
And then,
Not bad.
The Mandalorian.
no.
Jackal.
Hey, everybody! It's a jackal. Jackal.
I would say a lot of the newer stuff wasn't on there yet because they were saying like, the question was, what pilot grabbed you
Ew.
so
Sully.
much that you watched like the whole first season or
Canada
whatever.
Gooses.
Canada Gooses. So you're on season 4 now?
You know that
I
was
think
probably,
we just started season.
that was probably
We're
the
at
first.
tail end of season 3. I think is where we're
That was
at.
probably the first time that someone landed the plane and they clapped. Like, and it actually meant
Oh
something.
God. What if you meet your soulmate and then you find out they clap when the plane lands?
I saw today.
I gotta
I've been
rethink
on-
this marriage here.
I've been on a plane when only one drunk lady clapped when the plane landed.
I'm fine with that.
was that Amy?
No, it was some other drunk.
Some other drunk lady.
No, it was just some random drunk lady. And she like started clapping, and everyone else was just like dead silent.
This is what the plane is supposed
This
to
is-
do.
You realize plane crashes aren't
been
that
on-
common that you need to clap whenever they land.
I have been on one plane where they clapped when they landed. It's because there was a lady that was legitimately freaking out.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
she was like on the descent. She's like, "Oh my god, we're all gonna die! We're all gonna die!" It's all like,
You
like
should
she was
not be on a
hyperventilating
plane.
and everything. And then I got landed, and so she started clapping. So everybody was like clapping to make her feel better. It's like,
Lady,
bitch, you,
I
lady,
can understand that.
why are you on a plane?
Yeah. You don't judge.
No,
She could have had to have gone to a funeral or something.
Yeah.
drive.
Or she's just never
Take a
been
bus.
Take a bus.
There you go.
No.
I had to explain layovers to my mom, like when we were planning this trip to Cancun. I was like,
Hey, Shannon's going?
"Yep, Shannon's going. Shannon got an invite."
You had to explain layovers
Yeah,
to
well,
your mother?
she goes, "I know."
I don't know.
I hate you.
Yeah.
Very familiar
It's like,
with the
no, but
layover.
she's like, she said,
Oh, I get it. Layovers.
she's like,
Joel's last to get off the plane.
Get off.
Joel's struggling with his baggage.
Hey, Cutter,
What's going on, Ross?
have you heard of Hops for Houses?
No.
No.
Oh, well, Hops for Houses is an upcoming craft beer festival.
Do they allow mankinis?
I don't know if they can stop you. They're not going to want to touch you.
As long as you've been
Like a-
manscaped, it's okay.
Like a greased up deaf guy. It's actually a fundraising event supporting the House That Beer Built, which is a collaboration between Habitat for Humanity of Williamson County and the craft brewing community. The goal is to come together to build a home for a local family. The festival plans to feature beers from over 25 craft breweries from all over Central and North Texas. So,
I live in Central and North Texas.
yeah. So better luck next time, South Texas. But festival will also feature a silent auction, live music, food trucks, and more. And of course, some of the best craft beer in Texas. So when's it take place? Oh yeah.
Oh,
Thursday,
hey,
yeah.
Ross, when is this happening?
It's taking place Saturday, February 29th from noon to 7
You
p.m.
could just say Leap Day.
Yeah, Leap Day. At the Williamson County Expo Center in Taylor, Texas.
we have to go to Taylor?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's like going to Round Rock.
Well, that is Williamson County.
You were
yeah.
like 2 minutes from Round Rock.
Yeah. So, but if you want to go,
You buy your groceries in Round Rock.
I don't buy my...
that's a better HEB there. Well, he doesn't go all the way. to
Amy
Hutto,
doesn't
though.
buy our... Apparently, Amy doesn't buy our groceries in Round Rock.
It's true. She buys them in Hutto.
But she drinks all that converter coal.
God damn it.
Rage, fucking rage. That's bullshit.
A general admission. If you want to go, A general admission ticket will set you back $20.
I want to go.
If you buy it before January 29th. After that, it's $30 on the line and
what if you're a member of the
$35
media?
at the door. But your ticket includes entrance to the event, 8 sample tickets, and a commemorative tasting cup. Each sample ticket is redeemable for a 3-ounce pour, which is in accordance with TABC code. I don't know why I don't know.
2 ounces is actually enough for me.
Or you can buy a VIP ticket. Those are going to set you back $65 before January 29th.
What's the VIP ticket get you? Like access to an area?
If you give me 5 minutes,
we can't do that, Ross.
Those are $65 before January 29th, $75 after that, and they're only available on the line. And there are only 100 of those available. So
when you say on the line,
looks like they will go fast.
Online,
on the line.
We'll go fast like Cutter's mom.
There you go. But with your VIP ticket, you can get in an hour early. VIP parking access to the VIP lounge, which has
a lot of VIP access,
which has complimentary VIP beer tastings and catering, and plus you get a commemorative pint glass. So it sounds like a pretty good deal. And if you're getting there an hour early, that's
you'll be done an hour early.
yeah. And if it's anything
Partners in Craft,
Partners in Craft or the Texas Craft Brewing Festival, being there before everybody else is a good deal.
It's worth it. Yeah. It really is.
And tickets are on sale now, if you're wondering, Cutter.
I am wondering.
So you might say, who's coming so far?
Who's coming so far?
3 beers
your
in,
mom.
we'll be there.
No.
Wow.
So Fourth Tap, Barrel Brewing, Barking Armadillo, Bear King, Blue Bonnet, Family Business.
Texas Beer Company's got to be there.
Hop, if you, not even 5 minutes. Just Family Business, Hops and Grain, Red Horn, Wrench Brewery, San Gabriel River Brewery, Save the World Brewing, Texas Beer Company,
Save the World,
Zilker, and Whitestone will be there.
Ooh, fuck those guys.
Especially Kevin.
Yeah, especially Kevin.
Yeah.
Brian's cool.
Brian.
Shout out to Brian at
Brian England. You can find more information at https://williamsonhabitat.org/hopsforhouses/.
Props if you typed all of that in.
Yeah.
Or you can Bing it.
When you get home.
I went.
You can look it up.
I just Googled hops for houses and it popped up.
Google Hops for houses.
I hope that you listen to that 4 times to type it into the search bar, though.
There you go.
Pay attention to future episodes, though, because we'll probably be talking to some of those people.
Or all of them at once.
So that's cool. So we can go do that, and then I think it'll be another fun event. Do you know the place they're hosting it at?
Williamson County Expo Center.
Probably indoor, right then?
I don't know.
Expo centers are typically indoor.
I'd say if it's into February, probably going to be indoor.
Do they have roofs in Taylor?
They've got a brewery.
They do have that.
Give me some of that Bill Pickett.
They might have it. They'll probably have their Hoppy Amber.
The fuck do I want that for?
Because it won gold at GABF. That's why you want it.
It's like it's authentic. Like, what the fuck?
You know what I found myself talking a lot about lately? Orf. I've found myself talking about Orf a lot.
It's kind of
you got to make a trip. You do have to make a trip to Orf. You really do.
It's worth it.
It's worth it. Yes. Yeah. It's what's the word? Experience. That's the word I was looking for. It's an experience.
Oh yeah, just talking to Orf
for the story.
For the story.
Ferda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when you say you talk about them a lot, like do people come in the store?
No, it's like one of my coworkers is asking about breweries to visit. It's like, if you want to try some really interesting beers, because he's not super into beer, he's getting that way.
He's beer curious.
Beer curious. And Orf is like the perfect person for like beer curious.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't have a specific style. He'll just go, "What are you craving?" And it's all like, "Oh, you want something light? Boom, here's this." Someone's like, "I like IPAs." Like, he's not going to have an IPA. Like somebody's just like, "I want to get into beer."
Yeah.
You're saying The way to go is go to the weirdest dude in the beer scene.
Yeah.
And try his shit first.
No, I'm just saying, like, if you want to try it, if you want an experience, he's a showman. He's a good showman. He makes really good beer.
No, he does make really good beer.
Not traditional by any stretch.
I'm just thinking of his
but
Oriental tea
it's
pepper.
so good.
It's
Uchinama?
so weird.
It's so good.
That's not what
God. It's so
like.
good.
That's not what beer would taste like. Should taste like.
I disagree. That was the beer I was most excited about because ever since he had mentioned it, I was like, I want this beer. I want to try this beer, and it was damn fine beer. Orf.
No, it's good. No, Orf makes good beers. They're just weird in terms of beer. So, like, I don't know. I don't know if I would say that's the best place to go for someone who's getting into beers.
Typically, what where I tell people to go, Live Oak, usually.
Yeah, I can see that.
I'd probably send them Independence.
Independent
for a variety of stuff.
Yeah,
Independence has a lot of good stuff too. It's very
Independence.
True. I recommend. I've never been to Independence. That's my thing.
It's your stereotypical brewery. It's like a circle kind of.
I've been out to Wrench. Wrench is a pretty decent place.
Yeah, Wrench is good.
Their tap room's really nice.
Whitestone is great.
Whitestone's always fantastic.
I want some more converter Kolsch.
I know a guy.
Yeah.
Hey, the Independent Black Kolsch I had the other night was pretty damn good.
Black
Kolsch? It was a black.
Oh, you were at the brewery.
No, it was at I can't even pronounce the name of the place.
Brass Tap.
I can tell you what you didn't. I can tell you what you didn't do.
Untap it.
You didn't untap it.
I sent to you guys on.
Hey, follow us on Untapped. A lot of us are 3BI, Cutter, Ross, Clint. I don't know.
Don't follow me. You'll be disappointed.
You will be disappointed.
It was called.
I don't tag all my beers.
It's called Moon Tower Black Kolsch.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Moon
Yeah.
Tower.
Yeah.
I thought you said Independent.
That's what
Is that
I
who
heard.
made it?
Huh?
Was that not who made it? I thought Moon
Moon
Tower
Tower.
was.
Moon Tower's their own brewery, right?
Aren't they a cidery though?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay. So maybe that's what it was. Moon Tower. It was called Moon Tower.
I do remember seeing that.
Moon
But you
Tower
didn't
Black
do that.
Kolsch. I thought it was Independence though. I thought that was like the branding of the beer. Because the can even looks a lot like they're kind of branding.
You didn't untap that though, did you?
No, I still haven't been able to figure out how to use Untap.
Oh my god!
He can't sign in.
Aren't
It's,
you?
Oasis?
Isn't your whole job like
I know, and I can't figure out
fucking
this.
internet shit?
But it's Oasis. It's the Moon Tower Black Kolsch.
Okay.
Oasis makes it.
Waiting for them to come out with their Vietnamese coffee again.
What's it called again?
Cafe.
That's right.
Vietnamese coffee. He just said it.
You know who has a really good coffee porter?
Nobody.
Well, somebody.
Eighth Wonder
Red.
actually has a pretty good one.
Oh, Eighth Wonder. Yeah. Out of Houston, Eighth
Yeah.
Wonder.
25 letters on my dresser. Yes, sir.
Eighth Wonder. Yeah, they make some pretty decent beers.
Yeah. Their cream ale was
They
pretty
do.
good.
The Dome Foam.
Their
Yeah.
Bach is pretty good.
I haven't tried that.
Their Crawford or
Their Haterade.
nope,
No, that's Carbach.
Which one's
no,
the
no, no.
Astro?
Who am I
it's
thinking
like
of? The
Crawford Bach.
No,
Crawford Bach.
No.
Eighth Wonder would never make a Bach because someone else already made the best.
But it's Eighth.
Oh, Shinerbach.
No, Eighth
made in
Wonder.
Spoetzl Brewery.
No. Eighth
Where
Wonder.
they make the dunkleweizen with the peaches and pecans.
Dunkelweizen.
No, Eighth Wonder made a Bach.
Willie Jenkins.
No.
They've got quite a few beers.
Don't
But
balk back.
Haterade is their Gozer, right?
Yeah. Which is why Clint loves Gozes, because he's always drinking that Haterade.
That's very true.
But then they also have the People's Champ. It's Paul Wall. Rocket Fuel.
That's the coffee porter.
Yeah.
I've got 3 of those in my fridge right now. When somebody, I didn't know what it was, and then somebody told me, and I was like, "Well, I'm taking this 4-pack home."
I'd like to get other Spindle taps here, other than their IPAs.
We have
'Cause
Boomtown
generally-
Blonde.
Yeah? Okay. Generally, all I see is the Houston Haze. They had the ESB around for the Honey Hole. Yeah.
I've got some of that in my fridge.
Is the Crawford Bach? Does it have the Houston Astros?
Yes.
Yes.
It's white with the yellow and
That's
orange.
why we were
No,
telling you
that's
that.
right.
It
All right.
it looks
It looks
I
like
lo- I
it
love-
should belong to Eighth Wonder because
well, no. It
No.
looks like it should belong to a better brewery.
They have the people.
but they make good beer. Love Street is still good. Crawford Bach
I
is
had Love Street
good.
the other day. It was
But wait, does it win out against Converter?
Anything independent.
Oh
wins
no,
out.
Converter Kolsch is way better than fucking
Oh, I know. I just
anything else on the planet. So Converter Kolsch is my favorite beer. But yeah, Converter Kolsch, Cool in the Gang, fucking Lil Boss, Bill Pickett Porter,
Native Texas.
Guinness, Native Texan, just all over the place. I'm like that with music too.
Here we go.
I just
where do you
like,
land on George Thorogood?
Where do I land on Tom Petty?
That's not what I asked.
What's George? What?
George Thorogood?
You know exactly where I land on Tom Petty.
Fuck
Tom Petty.
Fuck you.
What? I'm not sure you're legally allowed.
I don't
to
know.
say that.
I don't know if we can be friends anymore.
You've already known
You
this
know,
about
yeah.
me.
That's true.
Yeah.
Don't fucking ham it up for the fucking podcast, buddy.
Go fuck yourself.
But ham would go really well with this beer, right?
I agree. Glazed ham.
Oh my gosh. I am now 3 beers in, guys.
Well,
So I'm hearing is Tom Petty's bad.
No.
Tom Petty is bad.
No.
Converted Kolsch is good. What else did I miss?
Converter Kolsch is good. And Elda M is terrible.
And he just disregarded George Thorogood.
Oh,
Is that like a jazz position?
No.
I drink alone with nobody else. One bourbon, one scotch, one beer.
It's raccoons
I
hanging
like
out in
George
your
Badge of the
garage.
Bone?
Yeah, I like George Thorogood.
Bad.
Huh?
Who sings the one bourbon, one scotch, and one
That
beer?
was-
Is that the one that I
George
just mentioned?
Thorogood.
George Thorogood.
Oh, sorry.
Is he on Spotify?
Yeah,
I'm sure he
I'm
is.
sure he is.
Yeah, I like George Thorogood. Who the fuck doesn't like George Thorogood?
And the Destroyers.
And the
Yeah.
Destroyers.
Yeah.
That's it.
Wow, that Bad to Bone has more plays than the second best song on there.
Yeah, no, Bad to the Bone is like
Yeah.
That,
from
I would assume
the
so.
80s. Is it an 80s song?
It was like
maybe.
70s,
It was
80s.
in
Yeah.
every 80s movie and TV show.
So what's up with this coworker of yours? He doesn't want one bourbon, one scotch, and one beer, or what?
Yeah, he just hates music. That's exactly
Just
what it
hates
is.
music.
Have you ever met someone like that who's like, I just don't listen to music?
I bet Zuckerberg doesn't.
Fuck Zuckerberg. Fucking Facebook
This is
using
new.
He does Mandarin though.
Mandarin.
Mandalorian?
Have you looked at some of the videos? He's like,
Hey, so
speaking
everybody's
full
caught up
on.
on the Mandalorian, right?
No.
You
Not
know
even
No.
goddamn well I haven't seen the 3rd episode.
I heard there's a baby Yoda. They're showing videos of him today.
You're a baby Yoda.
Toyota.
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 Oh,
He's a
Toy
toy.
Yoda.
I like it. I like it.
So you guys got your tickets for new Star Wars, right?
Fuck no.
Probably next week.
Fuck no.
Fuck no.
Isn't it J.J. Abrams?
Yeah.
Fuck no.
But it's the end of the saga or the
I don't
trilogy
give
or what do
a
they call
fuck
it?
anymore.
Yeah.
Unless he's gonna just like completely erase everything we saw in the first 2 and redo
In
it.
the first 2 or just in the last
Or,
one?
sorry, in the previous 2
The Last Jedi?
of this set of trilogy. No, both.
No.
Force Awakens was not that good.
Her parents were just junkers.
It wasn't terrible. Force Awakens
It was
wasn't
bad.
terrible until Rian Johnson ruined.
There you go.
Yeah, until
I
Rian
agree.
Johnson
So-
ruined.
See,
No,
I
I
don't
think
feel
I think
like-
Force Awakens just dove into our nostalgia for a second, but then once you watch it again, yeah, it's bad. They had major problems with it.
It's
And
not
then-
great as a standalone movie or because
No,
it's
did
part
you
of a
did you have
series?
major problems with it beforehand?
He did.
I came out of it
I
like,
thought you liked it.
oh, that was like A New Hope. And then I was like, wait, that was like A New Hope. You just like rehashed the movie.
The more time goes on, and the more times I watched The Last Jedi, it was like both of those movies are pretty goddamn bad.
Yes. Yes.
It's like the more I watch them, the more it's like.
But you know what's not bad?
Salt.
The Mandalorian.
Salt.
No, but yeah, I just don't
like the
trust them.
movie.
Like,
That was a terrible movie.
what they should have done is what they did for The Mandalorian, where you get Jon Favreau and the dude who did the Clone Wars TV series to write the fucking script. because they actually understand what Star Wars is all about.
Oh, they're the ones behind the scripts and
For Mandalorian?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I thought that's why people were
what is
watching.
Jon Favreau's
Man.
thing? It's like he's
Anything he
He's
wants.
he's a fucking nerd, and
he's
like
a Renaissance
representing
man.
us.
he's,
Yeah.
he's a goddamn Disney fuck is what he is now.
I guess so.
Marvel.
Well, yeah,
He
since
covers
they bought
Marvel,
Marvel.
and Star Wars apparently, but
Yeah.
He's in Disney
no, the
stuff, too.
dude that's directing The Mandalorian, he wrote and helped direct the animated TV series of the Clone Wars
Right.
and Star
Are they
Wars
bringing
Rebels,
that back?
Right.
which are both highly like touted by serious
Nerds.
Star Wars fans.
Yeah.
Nerds. So the fact that he's involved with the Mandalorian is fucking awesome, and it like raises the bar for what the
Like an
Mandalorian
actual
is going to
story.
be. The fucking shit that Rian Johnson did is a piece of shit.
What did Rian Johnson do before Star Wars?
I don't know.
Brick.
Shit himself. I don't give a fuck.
Brick.
I don't know what that is.
It was
Probably
a
an indie movie.
Well, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
That's what you're gonna
It's
do
about getting
first.
laid.
Look,
Nope.
to be honest, like,
Are you sure?
Rian
It's
Johnson
about lesbians.
No.
may be a great
I
director.
didn't see it, but I'm just assuming it's.
Anyway, he had no business touching the Star
Oh,
Wars
no,
franchise.
he didn't.
That fuck.
What did Joss Whedon do beforehand?
What?
Star Trek. He did Star Trek beforehand. Why would you give Star Wars to a Trekkie?
Why would you?
Oh wait, you're talking about
That's
JJ.
exactly what I'm saying.
I don't think Josh.
Sci-fi.
No, I will give you that
Wait.
much, but they're usually
Serenity?
I'm gonna say
Because he's
No,
gonna
no,
make
that's
the,
all-
the
that's all
best
well
movie
and-
ever.
that's fine. But you're either fall into Star Wars or Star Trek camp.
No.
I don't
It's
think
like this
so.
guy. Oh, this guy did his previous sci-fi film. Let's let him do it. No,
Ryan
you
Johnson.
fucker.
I don't think Ryan Johnson.
No,
did
fuck
any
Ryan
sci-fi
Johnson.
films.
Nobody's talking about him. Cowboy Bebop.
You and your expanse. There you go.
Who's doing Cowboy Bebop? Isn't Joss Whedon?
What?
No.
There's a live action Cowboy Bebop movie?
Yeah, they've had it
Son
for
of a bitch.
years.
No.
Yeah.
It's not coming
No,
out.
they don't need to do that.
It's not
Yes.
coming out.
They
They've
already
been-
have a movie.
If they do it right,
They have a movie. It's called Knocking on Heaven's
But
Door.
if Joss Whedon's involved, is he gonna
I'll
do it
watch
right?
it. I'll watch
if he did Firefly,
Will Malcolm Reynolds be in it? Or
I think he could.
I think you get to ride on all this stuff. they've
Actually,
done
they should
before.
make a live action Cowboy Bebop show.
I'd still watch it either way.
I never watched the cartoons.
As long as
so I
it's
have no
Cowboy
idea what it is.
Why would they?
See you
why would
later,
you-
Space Cowboy.
There you go.
I'm 3 beers in, also, Clint.
Yeah,
Wait,
we're just waiting on
I
these
thought
two.
we were talking about Cowboy Bebop.
We were.
We're talking about Cowboy Bebop.
I never saw that.
The best
never
anime ever.
I think it was on before I got
What?
to my.
Best.
Ichiro
how you do
Watanabe.
it.
It didn't have a real conclusion, so
Well, no.
I.
Well, I mean, it had the movie. Everybody was kind of
Is
just.
Attack on Titan any good?
Yes.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Best anime ever?
No, but yeah,
Attack on Titan's
Attack
pretty
on Titans is good. My Hero Academia is good.
My
Let's
Hero
see.
Academia, even the movie, I like it. Even though it's not, it doesn't fit into.
Is that more
What am I
anime?
watching right now? Big Mouth is good. No, hold
Doctor
on.
Stone?
Dr. Stone is good.
is that?
It's okay.
No, it's good.
Are these all
It's-
anime?
it's all right.
It's good. It's
Yeah.
anime. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't
Dr.
get to
Stone
that.
is good. Fire Force. Fire Force is good.
Is it?
I like Fire Force.
It's about firefighters. What? How?
But it's not. You
Okay.
know? Fire Force is good.
Fucking nerd.
Yeah. Yeah.
Demon Slayer and Goblin Slayer.
Goblin Slayer. Oh, yeah. Goblin
What
Slayer is
about
good.
Lucifer?
Yeah, that one.
Demon Slayer
Suka.
is good.
Mob Psycho is pretty good.
Mob Psycho is pretty good.
It's not bad.
Nerds.
You're a nerd.
I just can't get into that stuff.
Anime?
Yeah.
Rising of the Shield Hero.
I love it.
Oh
Yeah,
my gosh.
I like that.
I thought it was going to be bullshit for a while, but they resolved all the bullshit that he was
Yeah.
going. I was ready to stop watching it if he was just going. If that's
Be
what the whole,
accused of rape the whole
it was
time.
like fucking Spider-Man.
Hey,
And
Spider-Man.
it's like,
just like
no, he's
no,
awesome.
no, but like Spider-Man in comics and stuff like that, they just keep like they're like, oh, Spider-Man can't be happy. We have to shit on his life more.
Put upon so much that it's just like
Break him.
hard. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like they make it so hard for him to be Spider-Man. Like at
Like-
the end of Far From Home, remember at
Nope.
the end.
Nope. No, I don't remember. I
Why
haven't
do they
seen it.
keep killing his uncle and his aunt?
But in the comic,
Well,
like
they did
he
it,
had
but-
he had you know
I just washed my hands. That's why they're wet.
Not his aunt.
all the terrible shit that happened to him.
Oh,
fine.
that she got killed.
Not in
But
the movies.
he was married to Mary Jane. They ended up having kids
Divorce,
and all this other stuff. And then someone came along as a writer or director of the comic book
Killed
or whatever
him.
and was just like, oh no, we're going to put him in this situation where he has to choose whether he maintains his current life or goes back and brings his Aunt May back to life.
Yeah.
So that she's alive again.
She did die in the comics.
And then erase his fucking whole like wife and family and all this shit that made him happy.
Well, they retcon everything.
Yeah, you retconned all this bullshit. Like, you fucks.
My only question is, how does that progress the story?
I hate comics for this reason.
It's so frustrating because they do this storyline and it's years and years, and then it's like in one like arc, they're like, nope, this doesn't count anymore.
they do like series. Like what do? They split it off and have other.
Well, yeah, they do that, but that's
no, but the
not
problem. The problem
don't
is
usually
that
do that, but
nothing you consider canon can actually be considered canon because at any given
a new
moment,
writer comes on and
a new writer can come on and just be like, nope, that's not canon anymore.
I hate this. It's gone.
See, that's frustrating. Also, how does that move things forward?
I hate Rian Johnson.
Like Bruce Wayne has been Batman since the 30s.
Yeah,
guys. Like,
no, he hasn't.
Yes, he has.
No, he hasn't.
He's still Batman now.
Batman Beyond?
Are we saying DC is...
I'm sorry, you were saying. Go on.
Terry McGinnis.
There it is. I was like, it's a T, though.
Terry McGinnis.
You're a T.
But that's my name now. Tell that to my subconscious.
Anyway.
Will Friedle.
It's bullshit.
From Boy Meets World.
I prefer mangas because they actually tell a story and as long as they don't get canceled, they'll tell a story to completion.
Yeah.
And like that's the story.
Like Firefly.
Firefly.
Keep burning brightly, Firefly.
They had Serenity,
but they didn't close shit out.
No,
they just left it. It's like, and here we go back to fucking being our
Summer Glau hit us up.
Let's talk about Sarah Connor Chronicles. Come on.
No.
I'm talking to Summer Glau.
Half a season? Does that last very long?
Like 2, maybe 3. I can't remember.
Oh, really?
They canceled it. No.
Firefly, 2 seasons.
2 seasons
and
a movie.
Wait, are you talking about
Sarah
Firefly?
Chronicles.
Sarah Connor Chronicles.
I don't want to watch that stuff only because it's hyped up so much. I'm going to watch it.
Firefly?
Who hypes up Sarah Connor?
No, Firefly, and then what's the other one?
Well, because it's amazing. Yeah.
It's Firefly was pretty goddamn good.
Firefly had one season.
Had Mark Shepard from
2 seasons.
It was 1.
No, it's 2.
You're 2.
Isn't it 2 seasons?
No.
I was going to say it had Mark Shepard from Supernatural.
Yeah, he was
Crowley.
No, but he was Badger in
He's Badger. Yeah.
But no, Firefly was awesome, but they didn't fucking resolve shit. Like they resolved some shit, but then they were just like, all right, let's go back to being these independent bounty hunter type dudes.
Simon and Kaylee got to fucking, so that's what counts, right?
Was there completion?
Well, they didn't show it in Serenity.
Yeah, the engineer chick and
and the doctor.
She also had a guest starring role in Supernatural.
Was it a TV?
She was angry at somebody. Right?
She was Amy. No, Dean killed her because she was.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Are y'all done yet?
No, we're talking about Firefly.
Come on, man.
No. But hey, shine or cheer.
Yeah.
Where we at? Oh, Ross is done.
Yeah.
Clint.
Yeah.
But you guys haven't gone.
I think it's very good this year. It's an excellent year for Shine or Cheer. That's what I think. It's a 1. Definitely a 1. It's not overly sweet.
Yeah.
I thought it might be by the end of the 3rd, but nope. Just keeps going down smooth.
Sound the alarm bells. Clint actually gave a beer 1.
Oh my
he does like
God.
Beer.
No, I think he likes peaches.
I hate.
He really likes peaches.
I hate you all. I hate you all so much.
Know.
You fucks.
Yeah.
Ross?
Oh, me? Okay.
Peaches. Oh, it's that peaches song. Peaches for me.
Yeah.
Peach
Going
these
to the
nuts.
country.
They did.
They
did.
Peaches.
It's peaches and pecans. So
yeah. It's a lot of.
They did peach the nuts.
Peach these nuts. Yeah. You're right. They did. They did peach these nuts. I'm not a big peach fan. This one's pretty good though. I don't get much nuttiness. It does have a pretty clean finish. I'll drink it again. It's a 1. course.
Their peachiness is not the same peachiness as you get from like
Peach?
Pyramid. I guess that's apricot, I guess, but it's a little bit different.
Apricot has more peach flavor than
it's
a
almost
peach.
syrupy, though.
Yeah.
But it's like, but I've always liked their dunkel. The dunkel was one of my favorite beers.
Their dunkleweizen?
Shiners?
Dunkelweizen, yeah.
Shiner's
dunkel. It was always one of my favorite beers, and I was really happy when they did bring Shiner back originally. This isn't my favorite iteration of their cheer. It is very, very good, though. It's better than a couple of the past years. I don't think I had last year's, but the two
I'm
previous
pretty sure
years,
I avoided last year's.
The two previous
actually.
years were okay.
Yeah,
but
are there still similar iterations of what?
They're all similar.
Peach and pecan,
right? But they're usually in different quantities. We'll say
it's like a spiced. I wouldn't really call it a winter warmer. Because it doesn't really warm as much, but it's on the verge of that.
But it's nice.
It's a Christmas ale, a holiday.
It's a good holiday. It's light enough to me.
With peaches.
It's light enough to me that you can drink it by itself. It pairs really well with food, especially holiday food.
I can see that at Thanksgiving dinner. This would be
ham,
really
turkey, that kind of stuff.
Not as good as, say, Save the World, Celestis Thesserai.
Thesserai. That's a good holiday beer. Well, I mean, just for pairing with
which
holiday turkey.
We drank before Friendsgiving last year.
This is a good beer. This is definitely a one for me.
Yeah.
Oh, Joel's still not 3 beers in.
Yeah, I mean,
we get to talk more about
we got like 2 sips of that.
Firefly.
Firefly? All right. What are we talking about? How it didn't end
what about the
satisfactorily?
What?
They didn't even take down the government.
Primary buffer panel flew off his Goram ship.
They didn't take. They
forgot about that.
I need to see
Leaf on the wind.
I need to see them take down the government.
Wash.
The government.
You can't take down the government.
You got to take down the government.
That's the point. But the thing is, they don't want to take down the government.
Look,
they just don't want to be bothered. They're in the outer rim. In the central planets, it's like they can do whatever the fuck they want.
The government was creating the fucking...
so they like the gang?
Oh, the packs. The Reavers.
The Reavers, yeah.
Well, they created the packs, which created the Reavers.
The government.
Yeah, because they were meddling with people.
Right.
On Miranda.
They were fucking creating the Reavers, man.
Yeah.
And we didn't see resolution to that shit.
Like, because half of the people...
They destroyed the planet that was like making the Reavers or whatever.
Well, they didn't destroy the planet.
Well, they destroyed the thing or whatever.
They covered up the planet on all the star charts so you couldn't see it.
But...
You couldn't get there.
The government had done that.
Yeah.
And then they went and got there.
Yeah.
Yeah, the government.
Government do take a bite, don't you?
Yeah, government.
And then we destroy the thing that's making the Reavers. But then what?
The gas.
But then what? Nothing. They're just like, oh, see you later,
back
space
to
cowboy.
pirating.
Yeah, back to pirating.
Well, yeah, because that's what they
chasing
do.
that booty.
That's the thing.
Fuck that. Joel, come on. What you got?
Oh, we didn't even talk about the beer, man.
I'm talking about the beer. I did talk about the beer after I finished it. You're the only one.
The 3 of us talked about the beer already.
We already talked about it.
Okay. Yeah, I thought it was great. I would have liked a little bit more of the what we talking about, the candy pecan taste a little bit, because as soon as I smelt it, that's what I thought. I was like, oh shit, fuck yeah, it's gonna be like a cinnamon roll.
Yeah,
and then
fruity.
It was a little bit more peachy than I thought, and then the dryness, I could do without the dryness. What I think is interesting about this is I think I would love to pair it with food.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'd also like to be like outside in the cold drinking it.
It's a good chimney beer.
I think that experience.
Along with the Utopias.
I think the experience of being in really cold weather while you're drinking this would be good. I still think it's one.
I kind of agree with you, Joel. I would like more like a winter spice, maybe.
Yeah.
He wants more
like
nuts
to
in his
fill
mouth.
out the flavor.
I did feel a little bit more spice towards the end, but I've drank 3 at this point.
Not like spicy spice, but like nutmeg and like
scary spice. You mean?
Yes. Wait, no,
spice.
Ginger.
Oh,
spice.
you like sporty spice?
No.
Oh, I'm totally about the sporty spice.
Did anybody really?
Wait, which?
Yeah,
Ginger.
sporty spice.
Ginger. Come on.
Ginger.
I was all about
ginger spice.
Dibs.
Damn it! I'll take baby.
Dibs.
What's Sporty Spice up to? Who? Sporty fucking Spice. What's she up to?
I don't know.
Exactly. How about Posh? You know what she's doing?
I don't understand.
Making clothes for anorexics, right? Not exactly a growth market. And baby, you know what she's doing? Fuck all. Not even page 6 of the Daily Mail. And Scary Spice, up to her eyeballs in lawsuits and sex tapes. Ginger, on the other hand, has released 3 albums: Passion, Schizophrenic, and Scream If You Want to Go Faster. They'll all make your ears bleed. You see, when they're apart, they're absolute fucking rubbish. But you put them together, they're the goddamn fucking Spice Girls.
How do you know so much about the Spice Girls?
Shout out to the Spice Girls.
Yeah, hey, come on the podcast. If you like.
Come on the podcast.
Or at least follow us on Untapped. I gotta go home and make chili.
Oh, actual chili. Okay, never mind.
That's what.
Because that kind of sounds.
Getting back to chili.
I gotta go home and make chili.
We're done here.
If you know what
you're
I
not
mean.
talking about actual chili, that's really gross. They call it a chili dog.
All right.
Anyway, yeah. Thanks everybody for joining us.
We're excited.
We had
about
a
it.
great time drinking Shiner Cheer.
We did.
Shiner
Cheer!
Holiday Cheer. What did you think, Chance? It's a one. Anyway,
Chance loves his holiday cheer.
Ones all around.
Yeah, Chance.
For once,
If you see Chance up in Fort Worth, if you run into Chance, buy him a holiday cheer.
Yeah.
Man loves the holiday
He'll
cheer.
thank you.
Yeah. Do that. Do that.
Yeah, so this has been Ross.
This is Cutter.
Joel's there.
This is Clint. Yang Yang 2020.
Hashtag ginging.
Hashtag math. And this is the podcast.
This is the podcast. Thanks for sticking around. You can subscribe to us on iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, TuneIn, iHeartRadio, Spotify, BigHeadsMedia.com, or anywhere there are podcasts. If you like what you heard, rate and review us on iTunes. Check out our Patreon. Find it at patreon.com/3beersinpodcast. Check out all of our awards. You can give as little as $1 a month to help us keep doing what we're doing. It really helps out and we'll give you a thank you on the show. Or for a little more, you can remain anonymous. Like us on Facebook. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at 3beersinpodcast. Check out our website, 3beersinpodcast.com. You can find information about us and the show along with the links to all of our episodes and our really cool merchandise. While you're on our site, you can tell us what you like, what you don't like. If you don't like us, then why the hell are you still here? You should have turned us off long ago. But if you're just going to listen to us anyway, you should probably subscribe too. And if you would like a transcript of our podcast, write down everything that we just said.
This is magic time, man.
This is Brew Crime, a craft beer and true crime podcast.
I'm Mike.
I'm Beck.
And I'm Nina.
And we're your hosts.
We pair a true crime story with a craft beer.
That Nina will probably hate.
Yeah, probably.
Whatever. You can find our show on all your favorite podcast apps, and if you can't find it, contact us and we'll try and change that.
We can be found at brewcrime.com or on all social media platforms at Brewcrime. As well, you can find us on our Facebook group at Brewcrime the Group.
Join us as we discuss the horrible crimes that surround us and try not to giggle.